Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to another massive San Diego Comic-Con wrestling figure news video. We've had pretty much all the reveals from Mattel. They might have something else up their sleeve, but they've already done their panel. So I think we've pretty much seen everything. But we've still got stuff to show you that you haven't seen before, and as well as that, we've got so much information, so much exciting news, because obviously we've seen the figures, but we haven't necessarily seen the accessories. We don't know what series they're going to be in. We don't know if they're going to be Walmart or Target exclusives. We've got a lot of that information now. Let's get started though with some items you won't have seen, and look at this. This is a one-of-a-kind. It was made for Becky Lynch to celebrate her achievement at WrestleMania this year. Of course, she was one of the first women to headline WrestleMania, but she was the first woman to win the main event of WrestleMania, and so she became Becky Two Belts, and so they made this doll to celebrate that fact. As well as that, you can see another image here. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, both massive Ghostbusters fans. Well, Mattel obviously showed off their brand new WWE Ghostbusters crossover figures. We found out that they are going to be Walmart exclusives. And so, obviously, they had to make one-of-a-kind figures for Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. So, those guys have had their own Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins Ghostbusters figures made for them. Moving on, we've got these Extreme Sets wrestling display packs, which look absolutely incredible. I think this is pretty big news because I can see these selling very, very well. You can get a tower. Or you can get like just one little unit, and basically you display your figures in them, so no longer do you need them in a box or anything like that. You can get these little display packs. They are from Extreme Sets. Now I'm guessing they're just going to sell them through their website. Extreme Sets, I believe, make like the crowd backgrounds that you see in videos, so they're making these as well. Moving on, we've got this tweet that you can see on screen. Just says that retros are on hold at the moment. I'm guessing that's because of Masters of the WWE Universe. So this was a figure line that was shown. Apparently it's coming in 2020. And it makes sense because I believe there's a Masters of the Universe film on the way. So it would make sense for them to want to tie it in with all of the promotional build for that film. So it looks like we're getting these figures instead of more retros at the moment. They should be going back to retros though, but no news on when. Moving on, we've got this Becky Lynch figure, and this Becky Lynch figure is going to come with a man jacket. That has been confirmed. A lot of these figures, as we said, you're only seeing the figure, you're not seeing the accessory. She will come with a man jacket. And talking of accessories, Vince McMahon is going to come with that platform that you can see on stage right now. How incredible is that? You might remember that back in the day, going back into like the 80s, early 90s, a lot of interviews with them backstage or on a little platform. So you were actually getting that little platform that was like out in the arena. So very, very cool. They also announced that battle packs are going to come with accessories. So we know that the Authors of Pain, they are going to come with like a breakable kendo stick. Apparently this is the first time the kendo stick is bent or will actually break. Normally it's just been a normal kendo stick. So Authors of Pain are going to be in a battle pack. As well as that, Andrade and Zelina Vega, they are also coming with an accessory. It's going to be a mask for Andrade. So those guys are going to be in a battle pack. And then the Iconics, sadly no news on what the accessory is going to be for the Iconics, but we do know this ring attire is based on that Australia show. believe it was called Super Showdown, the first Super Showdown. So this is quite important ring attire for them. So very, very cool. Moving on, we've got a Survivor Series coming. Obviously, we had a Survivor Series before that had 3 figures in. It had Alexa Bliss, Bobby Roode, and AJ Styles. Well, this year we're going to have a Survivor Series, and that is going to have Don Morocco from the very first Survivor Series, Shinsuke Nakamura. That is from a couple of years ago at Survivor Series. Same with Alicia Fox. And then finally the Jeff Hardy, who I believe was around the mid-2000s when he came back to WWE. So that Jeff Hardy looks absolutely awesome. Moving on, Pete Dunne is going to be available to everyone. It is going to be in one of the main lines. We just don't know which one yet. We don't know what Elite Series yet. So obviously they heard you loud and clear, all the people that were upset about Pete Dunne. There's another on the way. All the women's figures now have got swappable hands and double jointed knees. All of the Elite women's figures, I should say. That makes them in line with what they did last year for the men. So now they've updated the women. So that's very cool. Lucha House Party, these are sadly going to be separate figures. We did talk about the fact they might be in some kind of a triple pack. It's not going to be that way. They are going to sell these individually, which I think is a bit of a shame. Natalia, Jim Neidhart, they are separate as well. Again, I wondered if they were going to be like an Elite 2-pack. I still feel like they should be, but they're going to be separate. I've even heard rumours that Jim is going to be like a Walmart exclusive. Moving on, Viscera is going to be in the SummerSlam wave. So that's how you're going to be able to get him. Obviously, King Mabel was in the SummerSlam wave for this year. So Viscera, you're probably looking at like 12 months until he's going to be available. Balor is going to have distressed makeup. This is obviously the Balor from that Elite 2-pack with AJ Styles. So this Balor is going to actually have distressed makeup, face paint, which is really cool. They've only done that a few times in the past. And as well as that, we're finally getting 2 sweet hands. We've not had 2 sweet hands before, but they will come with that Finn Balor. Moving on, quite a few Chinas come in. This was an important one. So not only are we getting China, there's more on the way. So don't worry if that's not your favourite version of China. There's more on the way. The Ultimate Edition. So the Triple H that was shown, that is from late 1999, early 2000, bang in the Attitude Era. So that's going to excite quite a few people. The Shawn Michaels is from the Montreal Screwjob. It is Survivor Series 1997. Apparently this is going to come with an entrance jacket and a cap as well. So loads of accessories going to be with that Shawn Michaels. Very, very excited for that. They also teased this. You can see these 2 images. So they didn't tell us what the next figures are going to be. They just teased the next Ultimate Editions by showing us this. So obviously the hand must relate to the 4 Horsemen. So that's got to be Ric Flair. And then the 2 belts has got to be Becky, because she was Becky 2 belts at WrestleMania this year. So it looks like Ric Flair, Becky Lynch are going to be the next ones in that Ultimate Edition line. Next, we did speak about this already, but you might have missed it. There is a WrestleMania series next year that's coming, and that is going to see Booker T, Matt Hardy, Mick Foley, and Kofi Kingston. And what you do is you collect bits out of all of those figures and you can build a ref. This is the first Mattel referee. It is Danny Davis, who was an actual referee, who also became a wrestler as well. So very, very cool. I think everyone is going to be after that series. Moving on, right, let's talk about Elite Series 70. because we know what's going to be in Elite Series 70. You can see on screen right now we got Vince McMahon. He is in Elite Series 70. As well as Vince, we've got Dolph. Dolph in black is the standard for this, but the chase for 70 is going to be Dolph in pink. Moving on, we got Johnny Gargano and Seth Rollins, Shield Seth Rollins. That is apparently an all-new vest. Everything there is new, so it's a brand new Seth Rollins. Next up, Finn Balor, NXT TakeOver London. He's going to be in this series along with EC3. The exclusive is going to be Gerald Brisco, and he will be available at Walmart. Moving on to Series 71, we've got Drew McIntyre. He will have a changeable head. So his head will be swappable, so you'll be able to have the NXT TakeOver Elite head, which I thought looked better, or the hair down, which is what was shown, and I don't think that looks as good, but it doesn't matter because they're swappable heads, which is amazing. Big Show, this is from the Attitude Era. People love the Attitude Era. People are going to love that fact. So he is in Elite 71. Nikki Bella, so the Evolution top will be the standard. The Chase is going to be her normal red top. So Nikki Bella is the Chase for Elite 71. Adam Cole and John Cena are both in Elite 71 as well. Next up, we've got Jeff Hardy. He's going to come with 3 changeable heads. Obviously, they did that with Nia Jax. So it looks like they're doing it with Jeff. Different face paints. That's going to be amazing. And comes with a towel that hangs out of his back pocket. I believe this is the first time they're doing that, and that towel will be removable. The exclusive is going to be Kassius Ohno, which honestly is one of the best figures we've seen at the whole of San Diego Comic-Con. That's a Target exclusive for Elite 71. The other thing they mentioned was the fact that Paige will be in either 70 or 71. She might get moved to something like 72. I suppose they're trying to find a place for her. She is no longer going to be like in the Walgreens line. So I don't know what's happening with that Walgreens line. We know that she's being listed in Toys R Us Canada. So we'll have to wait and see for more information on that. The final bit of information I've got is Network Spotlight. There's going to be a brand new Network Spotlight line, and this will feature Jinder Mahal, Diesel, Rey Mysterio from 2008, and Asuka. Bill very adamant that he wanted to get that Asuka out. He is a massive Asuka fan himself, so he knew that he needed to get that into the line. So tons of information there, guys. A few new figures that we haven't seen before as well, but sadly one of a kinds. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this information, what figures most excite you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe, give the video a like. It makes a massive difference, and I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.